Alright, now we're going to read chapter 136 of Attack on Titan. They got the cover, surrounded by a series that look very, very aesthetically different. Very dramatic cover, showing a couple of the, or at least one here, of the previous generation of Titans. This weird hawk face looking guy, unsure what Titan that's supposed to be. In the back, it looks like one of the Colossal Titans too. I don't think that's Armin or Bertholdt, and I don't think it's a Wall Titan either because it has like the skull thing on its face. I don't know. Anyways, they were rescued. When things were looking very, very bleak, the Winged Beast Titan, being piloted by Falco, flew in and swooped them to safety in a move that genuinely surprised me, because, you know, I was very caught up in everything else happening. It's a bird, and people are riding on its back. So they got out of their immediate crisis. I think everyone but Pietch and Armin is on there. You have to come too, Gabby! The Zumibato ship sank. She says it so indifferently. It just sank. That's a Putinism. There's a time that they asked Putin about some submarine, I believe, that sank. And they were hoping to get some answer that involved, you know, kind of some diplomacy, some explanations, some expression of regret, remorse, honoring the people that fell. So, okay, what happened with that submarine? And Putin just goes, it sank. It's a famous Putinism. Anyways, that's the attitude Annie had here. Even though, of course, it sank because they titanized and stuff. Oh, but it looks like some people survived. Okay, the way they were talking, it seemed like it was going to be totally GG, that the entire boat would just kind of annihilate. But they were able to get out on rowboats. This makes sense. Who knows what adventures await them on the open ocean. But yeah, they managed to survive. She know there is no guarantee that Falco will be able to fly. Kiyomi still allowed us to go. So we're going to stop the rumbling. She believes in us, so we have to. Falco, do you remember the promise you made me? Of course I do, Mr. Braun. You have to save Gabby, but Gabby's right there on the back too. I mean, honestly, just leaving her to drift about in the ocean in a rowboat isn't really all that much better. It was a bad situation. I guess Reiner was hoping that they wouldn't just be involved at all after this point. Which they wouldn't have been, hadn't it been for this last-minute revelation that the Beast Titan can fly. But, Armin and Piek, what became of them? It's in grave danger. He was captured by a Titan. The Titan that took Armin should be around Tailbone. Okay. Annie is down to help. Childhood friend was just taken. Of course I'll help. Let's get him back. Piek is close to the skull. Trying to exploit the Knights of the Explosive on the Nate. Warhammer Titans are standing in our way. Let's try for both. Okay. So Levy at least is down for this plan of just blow up Aaron's neck and see if that does anything. We'll need his Colossal Titan's explosion power. The other team will go for the name and attack Aaron himself. Looks like Mikasa's a little freaked out by this idea that they're just going to attack Aaron so drastically. They didn't really approve of Piek doing that. No longer have the luxury to worry about Aaron's well-being. Didn't have it from the start. All would have died back there. Nothing got done either. I feel like I want to use this panel in some sort of melee meme. But the whole idea is with Falco is that he does not fly. I thought the bird could fly. This is a meme among me and my Smash friends. One of our friends plays Falco. And whenever he doesn't recover or whatever, I thought the bird could fly. I think he claims that that's why he played Falco in the first place. He thought the bird could fly. I feel like if they added Falco now, they would give him like 5 jumps or some BS. Anyways. But yeah, their attack so far has been a massive failure. But I think Armin is right that this is mostly at the hands of Ymir. That it's not really Aaron's doing. That Aaron was kind of up for them being able to just fight him, just him, and to see if they could stop him. He still felt confident even with those stakes, with those forces. But now that it's this dire, now that there's so many things being weaponized against them, now that they have to fight through N generations of 9 Titans, this seems like a reasonable thing to do. Captain can't fight anymore because of me. Not to mention our opponent is the founding Titan. Do you think going easy on him would do us any good? Casa, let's kill Aaron. Okay. So they're swooping back around into the army base. Casa, you just focus on saving Armin. Don't have to think about anything else. I shot Aaron in the neck. Just before he came into Mr. Zeke, I shot Aaron's head off with an anti-Titan rifle. Remember that? The head spiraling around, and then the centipede made of light came out of Aaron's spine and attached itself to its head. Very bizarre scene. Very surreal shot. Sounds disgusting. That was the founding Titan. No, the true form of the Titan's power. It's true. It's true. And I still think that is so cool. That in the end, the motivating force of this entire series, the thing that gives the series its name, wasn't some godlike entity. It wasn't some shadowy organization or something. It wasn't something with like an intellect. It wasn't some ancient dragon or something, anything that has a natural imposingness to it. It was this weird, gross parasite that was just living in a pit in some water under a tree. Nothing sacred to it. All of this legend, all of this lore, all of this hugeness and sacredness and legacy came later. That in the end, it was just this weird bug. I don't know. Something about that, I'm like, that's really impressive. It just really, it's like haunting in a way that I didn't expect. And just scenes like this, that at the bottom of it all, that at these most climactic moments, it's this disgusting bug. Anyways, even if we cut off his head, it would just come out again. Okay. When's the attack Titan again? Let's go 2. Just 1 or 2 cannons is better than nothing. Eldians, aren't you? Okay. No, don't you remember the military base leader going on and on about how the cycle of hatred has to stop? Stop getting mad at each other. Let's move forward together, blah, blah, blah. Pulling your guns on these guys is not the right idea. Just here to ask for help for our wounded. Okay. Okay. All the times we were sent to the front lines to fight in Marley's wars. This is really, you know, they don't really have time for this right now. But then again, it's not like there's anything inconsequential they could do in the larger battle. I don't know. So many layers this series is operating on simultaneously right now. They get outflanked. Train driver. This moment of recognition. This again being, you know, a standard ploy of the series. This confrontation, the threat of imminent violence, and then recognition. Pausing due to recognition. It's powerful. It's powerful every time. And I think what I'd like to see here is something transcendentally different, because they can't find many more opportunities for scenes like this while simultaneously depicting the apocalypse. So this one, I want to see it play out a little differently, right? To just kind of show that if they manage to stop the rumbling, there is hope for this world. Okay. What the hell? Even now they're busy killing one another. Yeah, basically. Okay, tons and tons of Warhammer Titans manifesting bow and arrows. I guess that makes sense. They can do all sorts of other weapons. Falco with a burst of speed. Already pretty good at flying. But I guess all of these titans kind of naturally learn to use their powers once they're able to manifest them. Dodging the arrows. Cool shots here. And stuff that's like not typically depicted in this series. Like, when before have we seen an action sequence? Well, I guess with the plane, just like the last chapter. The plane dodging the Beast Titan throwing stuff. But just again, that so quickly the artist can establish like a visual language, a sense of speed, a sense of dynamicism. It's impressive. Even though, of course, as I said, it's not typically the sort of dimensions of battle that this series has. Armin, to you. We'll come back you up on Falco afterwards. Okay, so these guys are jumping out on the Kill Eren squad. Slamming down in his upper back. Jean, Reiner, please don't die, okay? Guys, too. I'll distract the Warhammer Titans. Okay. Big task. There's like 10 of them. But he's doing good. He's powerful, Reiner. We don't really talk about like power levels in this series very much. It seems kind of like nonsense sort of discussion to have. The series has done a good job always making it about the circumstances of battle, the tactics at play, who surprises who has the upper hand on who, and not just, oh, this Titan always beats this Titan, this is the strongest Titan of all, whatever. But it makes sense that Reiner is actually crazy strong, because since he was a kid, this is all he's been doing. We don't know the history of all these other Titans, of course, but this has been the era where like stuff is happening. I would imagine that a lot of Titans actually got passed down through generations of relative peace. Sounds kind of crazy to say, given that the world is in the state that it is, but this is the first generation of like actual conflicts in quite a while, right? So yeah, I don't know. It seems crazy maybe that Reiner can just solo tons of other Titans that are like humanized Titans that are conceivably at his level, but it's I think it's well earned by looking at his character's history. Okay, more and more are emerging. Natch will get more and more lackeys. What can Jean do all by himself? Pieck, detitanizing, running down this pitchfork. Only I could 3D maneuver to re-titans. Swinging around to bite the nape. This is like the most action-packed cart titan scene we've ever seen. This crazy like half titanization where her spine is still forming as she attacks. Cool shot. The arc of blood here is like really aesthetic. It's unpleasant, but cool. Jean making it up there. There's no use, Pieck. She detitanizes again. If you think I'm some sort of support type Titan not fit for battle, then you're dead wrong. Okay. Card Titan really showing its stuff here, yeah. It's a very grotesque form of fighting. But it's true, the durability that allows her to re-titanize and de-titanize over and over and over again. Just with each attack. 100 times if that's what it takes. So Jean, don't bother worrying about me, just go ahead and get the detonator. Alright. I like that she's figured out what's going on here too. That they're not coming to save her out of the goodness of their heart. It's because they've come around on this Kill Eren operation. More and more chaotic scenes, just all out Titan on Titan warfare. A bunch more cart or jaw Titans emerging. It's almost like Ymir saw that and was like, damn, yeah, the cart Titan is strong. Let's get some cart Titans up in here. Even if I win 100 times, the enemy wins 1,000,000 times. There's not much I can do. It's a good line. And just the immediate downplay that, yeah, 1 page ago, 100 times that's what it takes. This badass line delivered by Pieck. Undermined on the very nice next page by an equally pithy thought. The enemy wins 1,000,000 times. There's not much I can do. Really kind of capturing just how unprecedentedly bad the odds are for our heroes. just how much the deck has been stacked against them. So Berthold as a puppet now. I can't forgive this. Okay, okay. They're trying to find the one that ate Armin. Card or beast or jaw? I can't tell. It's an okapi, not a pig. Yeah, I've heard of okapis. They're kind of weird looking animals. Somewhat horse-like. It's kind of this weird little horse thing. Corner that pig or whatever to the tailbone area. Kill it. Get Armin back. Okay. This is kind of neat too. This idea of like trying to pinpoint one specific Titan among all this chaos and taking it out. Just like new twists, new avenues of using the same kind of threats and images in new ways. Okay. Gabby and Levi still up on top of it. He's still obsessing over Zeke, but I think Zeke is long gone. Never failed to fulfill his orders. Not even once. Why does it have to be his last one that I cannot fulfill? Our duty might have ended there and then. If our duty was just to get those kids to the ocean. Then tell me, did you all offer your hearts just so the lives of others would be crushed away? Here he imagines many dead comrades of the Scouting Legion. Suddenly very somber scene amidst all this action. Action always has a twinge of hope to it, I think, because of course in a good action scene you're not quite sure what's going to happen. You something miraculous, something unexpected. People are still fighting. There's still hope. But when they cut away from the action to something like this that just focuses on loss, just focuses on what has already been too far gone, I start to wonder, and I genuinely wonder, it sounds ridiculous, but could this actually have like a bad end? Could it end with them being unable to stop Eren and Ymir, and then just everything is crushed? I think if they wanted to do that, I would be really impressed, because it has been built up enough. Like this possibility does feel real enough that it wouldn't just be, you know, like a shocking twist for the sake of it. I don't really think that'll happen, but they've set the emotional tone. No, the world rid of Titans that we dreamed of should be an awe-inspiring ideal world. If not, then it is not worth the lives which they offered in exchange. Erwin, I do not regret not choosing you. I don't regret entrusting the future to the boy who had the same look in his eyes as you all did. Okay, here they are, scrambling after the Okapi Titan. It's running towards the skull. Whew! Annie slingshots Mikasa forward. I certainly hope that's what Mikasa expected. Stop, Okapi! The other Titans all scrambling to defend it. Obviously they know this is the Titan to be saved. Her blades shatter against one of the previous armored Titans. Oh no. Then Annie comes in, kicking its friggin' head off. It just booted its head off. Okay, cool. I guess that works. I'm gonna be killed in seconds. Pig is running towards Berthold. Okay, okay. What are they gonna do? Why is my body not moving? Okay, now we return to inside Armin's psyche, where before he was encountering Bertholdt. Now the real Bertholdt is staring down at him. I think we're going to have the dream match of Colossal Titan versus Colossal Titan soon, which will be fun. But first, there's going to be some sort of revelation here, I think. As like a counterpart to Levi thinking about how he chose Armin over Edwin, the smile he saw Armin have, the hope for the future, the ideal future, the future that is worth all of these sacrifices, so on and so forth. Like, I think to counterpoint that, Armin is going to have some sort of similar revelation, some similar awakening of his own motivation that will allow him to just burst forth into consciousness, perhaps? Allow him to titanize himself from deep within whatever the Okapi Titan that ate him is. Reiner, Pieck, Jean, Connie, Mikasa, Annie. Everyone, they'll die. Get up, damn it, you asshole. Make yourself useful. I hate you. This entire time you betrayed me again and again. The life I was given, the hope others had in me, my duty. I couldn't repay any of it. Not one. Not a single one. He's going broad with it. He's going wide with it. He sees in this a mark of universal failure. And this, I think, was something quite well done throughout the series. Ever since Armin was given the Colossal Titan, ever since he was kind of thrust in this position, that they kept dining to his strategic expertise, that they kept asking him what to do, this feeling of inadequacy that he had, this feeling that he wasn't living up to all of those things that people had put upon him. And now, in this ultimate climax, is he able to turn a corner? Is he going to be able to recognize his capability? Because the thing is, of course, even though he felt like that, he was able to succeed many, many times. He was able to really do what he was asked to on, the vast majority of those occasions. Yet I just die here. Move. Yeah, he's got to recognize something else, I think. He's got to recognize his own capability. It can't just be like, you dumbass, I'm so bad, I'm the worst. Even now I can't get up here. But instead, I have done this before. There's no need to regret having this trust put in me. I am worthy of these roles that I have been thrust into. Sand. Okay, interesting. Yes, he's deducing his way out of this. If I were dead, oxygen wouldn't be flowing to my brain and I wouldn't be able to think. It's not a dream or an illusion, not the afterlife. This is the path. This place is real. So he's somehow gotten himself into that end of Evangelion world with Ymir and Eren and Zeke and stuff. Okay. Well, I'm supposed to be in some Titan's mouth. I still know everyone's situation. Because all Eldians are connected through the path. In that case, I can still help even from here. That's right. Think. Oh, it's Zeke. He really was here. Huh. I thought he was like... You got eaten by Ymir too, huh? Okay, so it wasn't just some random Titan that ate Armin. It was Ymir herself? I guess? Or maybe all these Titans are Ymir herself. And he did just get eaten by any one of them. Okay, so this is where Zeke is. Okay, very, very interesting. So what kind of plot can these two come up with together? Here, I'm going to use my Founding Titan-esque head scratcher as I contemplate. Oh, that feels so nice. So, Zeke obviously has never been down for this whole world stomping plan. He was only down for the magical castration of all Eldians plan. I think now he can probably get behind a just stop Eren at all costs kind of plan, given that he was one of the more optimistic for the world in the first place. He just kind of thought, if we Eldians peacefully get ourselves out of the way, then the entire rest of the world can go on living peacefully. This is very far from what he had in mind. But what can he do? Like, his physical body is long gone. Armin still seems to be just in the Titan itself, at least. I don't know. I suppose we'll see. I'm sure Levi is going to be super pissed off if he knows that Zeke is alive in any capability, even if he has to go metaphorically kill him in some metaphorical place. He's going to do it. So we can look forward to that too. All right. Interesting chapter. Let's look forward to the next one. Bye-bye for now.